Hey there, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a beautiful day, a lovely evening wherever you are. Hope you got enough practice in today. So today I mainly want to talk about the Gnossienne no. 1 by Erik Satie. As far as the skill level of this piece goes, it's kind of strange because it's very easy to memorize. There's really only 3 small sections of this piece that you have to memorize. But one of the sections you have to do a really tricky fingering to make it work and make it be legato as possible, I think. And then the other one you have to go really high up here on the neck. But other than that, it's just those parts repeating over and over. It might be simple in some ways, but I still would consider this a very high-level piece. I would not be disappointed if I went to see any of the major classical guitarists in concerts and they played this piece. So I definitely think it holds its grounds as a piece on the program of any professional guitar recital. So with this piece in particular, I've went about memorizing it in a little different way than I'm used to doing, because most classical guitar pieces are pretty intricate and pretty linear. They don't have a lot of repeating sections. But this piece, what's worked for me is to try to think of it more in like a verse-chorus structure. Usually when one of my students is working on a rock song, we'll make a diagram like this to show the order of everything in the song, the verse, chorus, and how many times it does that. So they just memorize each part, and then once they have it memorized, they can look at this one page to play the piece, and then eventually memorize that one page and play it all from memory. So that approach, I think, is going to work best for me when I'm memorizing this piece. So the piece starts off with this A section, and it's marked slowly. And it does the whole thing, and then it repeats that 2 times. And then it goes into the B section. It does that twice as well, and then it goes into the C sections, which is marked questioning or ask. Does that 2 times as well. So right away he introduces all 3 sections. He just goes A, B, and C. And then after that he goes back to A with a slight variation with less notes. So he takes away that other slur. And then he goes back into B, but he's got it marked very brightly. And then he goes back into C, but he's got different markings this time. The first time he says make your own demands, and then the second time little by little. So maybe like make your own demands, and then little by little. I don't know, something. I'll play with it. And then to end it, he goes back into the B section, but he's got it marked on the tip of the tongue. So we'll see. This is going to be the first time that I've ever tried to record the piece all the way through. But right now, I'm going to go practice some of my repertoire. And then after I get done with that, I'm going to run through this whole piece for you. So here we go. Alright, I think that's enough practicing for now. So here it is. I'm going to run through the Gnossienne no. 1 by Erik Satie. All right, there it is. That's my first time recording this piece, my first run through of the Gnossienne no. 1 by Erik Satie. So I'm going to watch back the video of the performance that I just gave and then go to the couch and talk about what I thought about it. All right, so I just watched the video back of the Gnossienne and it was pretty good. You know, it's an easier piece. There's not really much to that. There's only 3 parts, so if you just practice those 3 small parts, you pretty much have it. The biggest thing, I think, interpretation-wise, after playing this piece and looking through it, was the second time when the C section comes. So the first time we see the C section, it says you want to do it like a question. You want to kind of ask. But the second time is drastically different. So we have the second time that theme comes in, and it says make your own demands. So it's first ask question and then make demands. And then the second time of the second time, it's little by little. Something like that. So it's drastically different. And also the B section, the first time during that portion where it acts like a bridge, he wants it very brightly. But then the end of the song, how he ends it, he says, on the tip of the tongue. So there's a lot to digest there. The interpretation markings are very abstract that we have there from Satie. But other than that, just at the very end, I hit an extra chord for some reason because it ends like this. And that's it. But for some reason, I wanted to keep going. Like it always does. I hit the extra one, but other than that, I don't think there were any major mistakes in my performance there. So I think this is one that I'm going to try and keep in my repertoire. It's fairly easy to do so. It's a beautiful piece. So we'll see how this develops. Maybe I'll do another performance of it sometime soon if I practice it more. But I think that's all I got to say about this piece for now. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great evening. Peace.